Help me tell the elders standing beside me to keep quiet. They've eaten their own food. Bola Tinubu, welcome to the news, and please subscribe to our channel. To get notified when we post our juicy news update, please click on the notification bell. Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the All Progressive Congress presidential candidate, instructed his supporters to instruct those gathered around him to be quiet so he could speak freely during the All Progressive Congress presidential campaign event in Ogun State. They are making noise because they have consumed their own food, according to Tinubu, who spoke in a proverb. After the announcement was cut out by the noise coming from the podium, he continued speaking. Tinubu, on the other hand, has pledged to make the country a better place if he is elected by reducing the cost of petrol and providing loans to students. According to what he said, you people ought to keep silent. Please lend me your assistance in telling the others who are standing around to let me speak what it is that I want to say. They have eaten lafu and ikokere. If you still do not comprehend, the other day we informed you. Now, Tinubu is trying to tell us that we are in APC or this APC administration where we still there, where we the exact first scarcity say him where be APC go still come outside, but for go day. They play, make these people they play, make them just they play. I'm telling you people should mind what you are voting for. If you vote for these people, it is a continuation. You they tell Baba God there, say you never suffer finish. I don't tell you now. If maybe Baba God there, messenger for heaven, I go they tell and say make in the close in ear to some things. I they tell you. You cannot be suffering from fuel for scarcity, this administration. And then you're coming us, you're going to help us, and how now? How is it possible? You that created the problem cannot solve it. It is obvious. After you promised 15 naira per liter, I busy 45 naira per liter that you promised how many years ago? He's now coming us to tell us that we should vote for him and you're going to make it happen. Oga, the one where you promised before, how far? And I've said it before, it is somebody that performs well that you give something to. If you have an artisan now who you give your things, maybe you have an artisan who comes to repair things in your house and you brought him and he was not able to repair it the first time. Are you going to call him again? No. So why should we give people we say we don't try and they don't succeed our vote? Why? Because tomorrow they will also use this thing to talk. They will use it to say, after all, they did not do well in power, but they voted them. I use God's name beg us. I beg. I am begging all of us. Why? Because now all of us it will affect. It is going to affect all of us. I've said it before. Why I am here always talking about vote wisely, vote smartly, defend your votes, is because at the end of the day, we are interdependently on each other. We are interdependent rather on each other. I cannot come and say I can do without a particular, no. Whether I like it or not. None of us they go queue for this fuel. None of us they buy this fuel hard. None of us they think they pay for body. Those when you go for Lagos, they own self that times 2. You queue, you buy fuel. You still go house. Last no day you use that same fuel for house. I beg. I use God name beg us. Make we know what they vote for. Are you going to vote for continuity of what is going on? If you want things to get better, we have to do better. Just like a human being. If things are not going well in your life, you sit down, you talk to yourself. You tell yourself, say, no, why? You know where to adjust. You have to do better. You'll be talking to yourself that you have to do better. Yes, there are times where you have to say it out loud. Talk to yourself. Say, no, you're not trying. You have to do better. There are places, there are angles, and you start, repositioning yourself to do better. And then even those outside go, so, sir, this person don't change you. And that doing better will now lead you to somewhere better. Nigeria, make we know what you vote for. He just throwing shade at Obasanjo. Shade of Obasanjo how? How is it shade at Obasanjo? Is Obasanjo the sitting administration? So it is now like about how many months? We are in January. This is okay, January, February. Okay, just like 4 or 5 months towards the end of this administration, he's now coming out to say these things. And what exactly does he mean by they have eaten their own food? And is that an expression with unfathomable meaning? You too, you're going there to eat your own. Is that it? Don't chop in our own, now you won't come block another person's own. Do you understand? Or is it what he's trying to say? Because, you see, anybody who will end up voting for these people again, and tomorrow when they do not do well, end up telling him or herself or those around, I did not know. You see that? I did not know. Until you know, you're just being very, how do I put it? You're just being wicked to yourself. You know when you are being wicked, and you are doing that to yourself. There is nothing like I did not know. If you have been studying these people right from when their campaign started, it is true you don't know these people, but through their words, you'll be, getting to know them better. That is why I said, don't just pay attention to their campaign people. Their campaign spokesperson, their PCC campaign, whatever. Pay attention to them when they speak. Listen to these people very well. Listen to them. Listen to them. Listen to them again and again and again. All presidential candidates. And it should be same for both governorship candidates, House of Assembly, State House of Assembly, Senate, and other elective position. He has already been eating everything as the next governor, 100%. Then what is he going there to do? And like I said, anybody who is going to come tomorrow and be doing, we did not know. That person, you're a liar. You knew what you were doing. That is why we have been trying our own belly. We do where belly face, now we go face. Now, make we do be our brain face, make we face them. We could not think with our belly this time around. Make we think with our brain. We do already suffer. So there is nothing like the suffer don't already be. We don't they chop on, they come. So there is nothing like you want to, no. Let us do the right thing. So that it is going to make sense. It's going to make sense if for the early, let's say for 20, 25, 30 years of your life, you were struggling. And then 35, 40, things started to ease down for you. Abby, 50, 60, things started easing down. The easing down does not mean you are crossing your level. You're still working, but you're not at that point where you used to struggle. Then imagine you did suffer, they come from front. You did 50, you did 60, you did 70. So it's better that, or it's worse rather, that you are suffering, struggling. Should they come 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, 50 years, 60, 70, when you want to enjoy. When you want to enjoy them, so it better say make you jay the bobo yawe you go jay once and know that you are doing it for future purposes. Nigerians, those are the only thing we have to do to make our country better. Only thing. They're not giving you instructions. Nobody is coming to save you. It is you that will save yourself. Use your PVC wisely. Okay, on those notes, you have come to the end of the news. We say thank you for tuning in to listen. Until I come your way next time.